Shiva. Now, in this space, I request every one of you to sit, intensely connect, experience this space. Actually, you can literally experience this energy right now. That whole inner space blossoming with that energy, you'll be able to experience it right now. Just sit, connect to Swamiji. Right after this darshan, Swamiji has given us the energy. It is just however you sow it, however you manifest that energy, now you are making that as a part of your experience, your very being, your core consciousness. So sit now and connect to Swamiji. Let us all manifest the power. Right after the initiation, whenever you manifest power, you are literally blossoming your inner space into that highest state of consciousness. That space, that experience, that highest existence. And the best way for you to experience, so all you need to do is just sit. Manifest powers. Power manifestation is one of the best way to make every initiation, every energy that Swamiji is giving as a reality. For you to experience the ultimate fruition of all these extraordinary energies. So let's all start. I request all the participants to settle down. We are going to be manifesting the power of Kamacharati. In that high frequency, we all learned about Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi, right? You will be able to use that high frequency body in that energy, and you'll be able to teleport yourself, experience another place. And in the ultimate manifestation of this power, you will actually physically be manifesting in one place. Like, let's say you are right now in San Jose, but someone sitting somewhere in New York will be able to see clearly. They'll be able to see you appearing in their place. It's a clear science. There are tons of examples of how this is manifested. Right now, what all of us are going to do is going to be a very, very interesting one. Each of you are going to be connecting to a partner. Please listen to this very carefully. You're not just going to be scanning their house. No. You are actually going to be having a virtual tour into their house, which means it will be literally like a fiery tour. You'll be able to experience the smell, sound, touch, feel, temperature, everything of the other place. I request every one of you, I'll give you all 2 minutes. Can I request each of you to post and please connect to a partner within the Zoom room? Before I explain the power, I request every one of you take a minute or two. Quickly, please connect to your partner. Choose any partner. Do not skip this power manifestation. It's a very, very important power for you to manifest. So please sit. Connect to a partner very quickly amongst yourselves in the chat. Anisha, Ankita, and Fabio Shengaya, Samuel Rodriguez, Balasubramanyam, Dinesh Kumar. I request each of you to just post in the chat and connect. Okay, Samuel Rodriguez and Balasubramanyam. Great. And Fabio Chuangaya, Fabio Chuang, and Dario Trujillo. I request all of you to also please connect. Dinesh Kumaraya, can I request each of you to please post in the chat and connect? Begin Champagne, you can connect with one of them. Fabio Shengaya is there, or Dinesh is there. I request all of you to please come on the chat and connect to a partner. Great. Okay. Now listen to this very carefully. I'll tell you the exact experience. When your intensity, the frequency in which you exist. Right now, there is a very beautiful experiment that Swamiji explains. Like there's a huge stretch of wall, and there are, like, let's say you hang 10 pendulums on the wall, and you release each of those pendulums at different time. Like, let's say you take one, you hold it for 5 seconds and you release it. The next one you release 30 seconds later. You can release all of them at different time periods. Okay, the pendulums will all go hit at the wall and come back. At one point, all of the pendulums will go in the exact same motion. They'll be in the exact same speed, exact same frequency. That is the science of entanglement. How all of them tune into the same frequency. Swamiji tells it is the exact similar process that happens when you manifest Swamiji, when you manifest powers. You may be sitting, let's say, for example, whether it is Balasubramanyamaya or whether it is Bigyan Champagnaya or whether it is Samuel Rodriguez, each of you that are sitting here, you may be sitting in different places or you may even be in different frequency. Like some of you may be like, you may be feeling like extremely energetic or you may be feeling like, okay, I want to try, but I'm not sure. But understand, the moment the whole group connects to Swamiji, it is like that pendulum. So that whole wall that exists, even if you release the pendulums at different time intervals, all of them at one point will come together in the same frequency and they will all move together. Same way, because we are all manifesting as a group, the intense energy of the darshan, point number one, and point number two is connecting that frequency of Swamiji that he raises us into. Both of this will act like that, how the whole, all the pendulums come together. These two components will make us all come to the same frequency, which is the highest frequency, and manifest powers. So now what all of you are going to do is very simple. You're not going to be doing remote vision. You're going to now listen very carefully to the exact process. Now let's say Samuel Rodriguez Aya, let's say you're connecting to Balasubramanyam Aya and you're scanning his house. Now listen what you're going to do. You're not going to scan and say, okay, I see a room, I see an AC, I see a bedroom. No, you're not going to tell like that. What you're going to do is, you're going to be describing precisely the exact temperature, the sounds that you hear. Let's say he has water dripping somewhere in the sink. You will be able to actually hear whatever noises he hears physically. Like, for example, let's say in your house, if around you fan is running, TV might be running, or outside there might be an ambulance passing. So you will hear all these sounds when you're in the house, right? Same way you will have the smell, you will have the temperature. Now, physically you may be in your house, but you will be able to experience the temperature, smell, the sounds of what is happening in Balasubramanyamaya's house. Are you catching it? Are all of you understanding? I'm just giving an example of one of the pair, one of the partners that are going to be manifesting together. But all are all of you catching it? The exact signs how you're supposed to manifest? If you all understood, please put yes in the chat. All right. Okay. If any of you have any questions, please do feel free to ask. We'll be happy to clarify. Ma Hiranmayi, Ma Shuyun Yong, Ma Shukrendraananda, can I request every one of you to please connect to a partner? Ma Purushananda, Ma Rani Iyer, I request every one of you to connect. Ma Susan, do not miss this. This is an excellent power. If you learn to manifest this power, understand you will be learning the science to retain your high frequency even though around you the frequency may not be the same. Let's say you're feeling extremely tired in work or the work ecosystem is a little dull. You will simply be able to tune in with this power. You will be able to experience that high intense energy and frequency. Okay. Now, what each of you are going to be doing, connect to a partner, start describing. First, please close your eyes. Can I request every one of you, if you have connected to a partner, can I request each of you to close your eyes? We'll guide you all to the exact process. Please close your eyes. Sit straight. Please close your eyes. I request every one of you to please close your eyes. Now, take a minute. I request everyone to inhale deeply and slowly. Exhale deeply and slowly. Make your whole prana fall into tune. Inhale deeply and slowly. Exhale deeply and slowly. Intensely connect. Please close your eyes. Sit straight. Bring your whole awareness to your breathing. Tune your whole breath. Every breath should be long and deep. Bring your whole awareness to your breathing. Now, just remember Swamiji's form in your Ananda Gandha, in your being center. Forget what you're going to do, forget scanning everything. Just remember Swamiji, today's darshan. Just remember that form in your Ananda Gandha. Remember to keep your breath long and deep. Now, you yourself will feel that your whole inner space is raising, it's experiencing an increase in the frequency. Automatically, just consciously, it's very simple. Consciously inside yourself, just create a will. Just tell, I want to see this person's, I want to experience this person's house. I want to see what exactly it is. Close your eyes. It may take time, it is okay, but keep your eyes closed. Bring your complete awareness on your breathing. You will experience vibration. Swamiji will say you'll experience that an intense feeling in your third eye region. Your whole body will become intensely light. Now, you may see pictures. Actually, what will happen? First thing is you will start experiencing. It was not about seeing. You will actually start experiencing. Literally, your skin will feel the change in temperature. You will suddenly experience the difference in smell. You will start experiencing how each senses will start perceiving your existence in a different place. Sit straight. Remember to keep your breathing long, slow, and deep. Dario Trijiloya, close your eyes. Do not disturb yourself during the process. Please close your eyes.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Now, chant the Mahavakya inside your inner space. The feeling that you're experiencing, actually, you will start experiencing a difference, the coolness in your mouth, in your throat. You will actually experience internal, external temperatures changing. Start describing it. Type out whatever you're experiencing, start typing out. Start describing to your partner. First, describe the feeling you're having. Don't worry about seeing. It's okay. Let's come to that part later. Start describing what you are feeling. Are you feeling hot? Are you feeling very suffocated? Is it little stuffy? Are you feeling cold? Whatever feeling you are having, start typing it out to your partner. Remember to not let yourself get distracted. Every time you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, you're actually raising your frequency. So only describe what you're seeing. But if you feel you didn't, you felt stuck, it didn't happen, go back to that long, deep breaths. Actually, if you notice, when you are taking long, deep breaths, you cannot have thoughts. If your awareness is on your breathing, thoughts cannot come in your inner space. So just have the awareness on your breathing and remember Swamiji. That's all. If anytime you feel stuck, again come back to that space. Now, if you have described the feeling to your partner, next go back. Now experience the smell. Bring your awareness to the next part. What is the exact smell you're experiencing? Close your eyes. Dario Trijuloya, you should not move. Please settle down. See, do not move during the manifestation. Do not break the process. Let's complete 21 minutes, then you can move. But please do not move. You're breaking the process by doing so. So please settle down and let's finish the complete process. Dario Trijuloya, you should describe the smell, what you're feeling, and the sounds you're listening. Start now, you'll actually hear sound, smell. Describe that. If you have not yet heard, no problem. Wait, it's okay. Continue the process. Bring your awareness on your breath. Intensely connect to Swamiji. Do not drop the visualization of Swamiji from your Ananda Gandha.
You might be able to feel it like literally as if it's happening to you. It might come like a feeling for you. You might be able to, rather than it coming in your third eye as how you think it should come, it might be a feeling you're having. You'll actually experience it. Just start saying that. Whatever you're having inside, if you just start with that, you'll actually see that's exactly what is happening over there. That's what you are experiencing. Swamiji is making you experience. This is just various levels of the power manifestation. Celebrate the manifestation because Swamiji is the one who's manifesting through you. Simply, you will see the power manifestation increases more and more.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om
Continue.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om
Beautiful. Radio Trishloya is describing the correct one. Excellent. Dario Trishloya, continue. You're going in the right track. Now, Vigyanaya, understand, if he is manifesting, when his frequency is raising, your frequency is also raising. Continue. You also sit and describe. I'm not seeing you put detailed descriptions. Vigyan Shapanaya, sit and describe in detail.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. Very beautiful. I'm seeing so many of you are explaining in detail. Now, listen. In the interest of time, we will be moving further. But I'm seeing Balasubramanyamaya and Samuelaya. Both of you, I have a request. Do not stop. Just wait. Do for at least 10 minutes more. Get into detail. See, I'm seeing noticing one thing. There your Trishula is typing in. If you see, he's describing, I'm seeing dust, I'm seeing metal, and he's starting to describe whatever is coming. So understand, initially your mind may project so many different things. Bring your awareness back to breath. I have one request. Because I'm seeing you all very sincerely doing it, I have a request for you all. Do not stop. Continue because you have started a process. Okay? Just 10 minutes more. Surely you will start seeing something will start appearing in you. See, feeling coldness is one. In addition to that, you will start experiencing smell. If you're not right, start telling whatever you're seeing, the visuals you're getting, okay, start doing that. Samuelaya and Balasubramanyamaya, Vigyan Shapanaya, you also should do the same. See, warmness, yes, that is one. Start going to the detail. Okay, whatever sounds you're hearing, temperature, colors that you're seeing, start telling all the detail to Dario Trishulaya. Actually, you all will have the breakthrough. Just be little patient, you will manifest the breakthrough. Okay, we will be moving to the next session now, but I'm going to request the four of you to continue manifesting and start talking in detail. Continue talking in detail. Whenever you feel stuck, bring your awareness back to breath. Again and again, bring your awareness back to breath because when you're breathing, thoughts cannot be there. When you're having long, deep breaths, you can't have thoughts. Remember Swamiji in your Anandaganda and bring your awareness to the breath. That's all. All right. Now, with this, we'll all be moving to the next session. If anyone else also, if you're still continuing, you're feeling like it's almost coming, you want to sit, continue to sit. It's a very good thing. Do not stop. Wow. Ma Purushananda and Ma Susan Solander. That's excellent. Ma Purushananda has manifested. Wonderful, Ma. Oh, okay. All the others, if you are intensely manifesting, continue. It's okay, even during satsanga. Then you listen to satsang, you'll manifest even more. So don't worry. Now, we will be entering into the next session where we will be understanding about Bhagavan Veerabhadramurti.
Paramashiva's message directly from KAILASA. Guru Mantra, Guru Bija. Feeling connection with Guru, the integrity with Guru. Is the highest, best, direct way of manifesting Paramashivoham. Listen. Sri Vidya Sampradaya. Listen to the history. That is too important. How the Sri Vidya Sampradaya is given to the world. There was a time Sati did not obey Paramashiva and leaves Kailasa to attend Dakshayagnya. It is not about Daksha or Dakshayagnya. It's all about did not listen to Guru Vak, kept herself away from the Guru. Please understand. When Grahas try to ruin your life, the first thing they do is move you away from Guru. They will somehow trigger the pattern exactly which keeps you away from Guru, not to be in touch with Guru. That's it. Then, listen. The moment you are away from the Guru, gone. Anything can be done to you. If you know a little bit of astrology, away from Guru, what happened to Sati? Exactly the same thing happens. How? Sati ended up burning herself, suicide, and destroyed her parents and the whole Mayapuri, her parental kingdom. Listen, I'll tell you the whole story. Sati says, let's go to Dakshayagnya. Paramashiva says, not now, wait. Then she started denying Guru and said, at least let me go. He said, not now, wait. But somehow she got triggered, allowed herself to be triggered, decided to allow the triggering happen, denied Guru's words and walks away. You all should know, when she walked away from Guru's words, when she kept distance from Guru, when she moved out of Kailasa, even Nandi could not save her. Nandi was running behind her to protect, to save her. The grahas were so powerful. The moment she moved away from the Guru's words, they all started taking revenge. Sati had an ego satisfaction. I said no to Paramashiva, reclaimed my freedom. But the moment she entered Dakshayanya, she faced the net trap. She put herself. Listen. All the grahas don't give any negative results to you when you are with Guru, because he is protecting. If you move away from the Guru, all the grahas jump and take revenge. The way she was terrorized by the grahas, the ups and downs, she has no other choice other than giving up the body. She just died, gave up her body. That was too much. And Nandi could not save. Sati and Nandi gave such a loud voice. Shiva woke up from the samadhi and his fire came out as Veerabhadra. Straight went and killed Daksha, destroyed the whole Mayapuri. The present Haridwar, those days, Mayapur, Mayapura, Mayapuri. Whole thing. When you leave Guru, when you keep yourself away from Guru, only in suicide the karma will end. Because it'll spiral down like a snowballing. One will lead to the other, one will lead to the other, one will lead to the other. Only in the suicide it'll end. The moment she committed suicide, left the body, and Daksha was killed, the DNA disconnection has happened. Sati realized she is Paramashiva Shakti and reached Kailasa. Reached Paramashiva and started begging, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Begs Paramashiva to be accepted back in that pure conscious form. Naturally, in that pure conscious form, she is one with Paramashiva, beyond the body. Paramashiva says, teach what you learned from this whole episode to the world. She then teaches Shakta Sampradaya, Srividya Sampradaya, Navagrahas. When they want to destroy you, the first thing they will do is move you away from Guru. That's it. Stop you being in touch with Guru. That's all. Then your health is gone, wealth is gone, all decisions you make will end up only in suicide. Till then it won't end. Like how Sati, just one crime she did. Keeping away from Paramashiva, she lost her life and she killed her father. She killed the whole kingdom, her kingdom. She herself became death for her whole kingdom, the Mayapura. Because when Veerabhadra came, he finished the whole thing off. Nothing was left. After Devi revealed the science, Sri Vidya to the world, Paramashiva became cool and he accepts her back and asks her to assume another body as Parvati. Then he sends Veerabhadra to give the life back to Daksha. But by the time the Veerabhadra's fire in that Homagni, Daksha's head was burnt, then Paramashiva himself comes to give life back to Daksha by fixing a goat head. Because the head was already burnt, it was not available. Come what may, don't keep away from Guru. Be in touch. Be connected. You will experience everything rightly. Even if you think there is a pain, it will only be exhausting the bad karmas. Even what you think as accident will end up as miracle. When you are keeping yourself away from the Guru, even what you think as miracles will end up as accident. So, all of us know that Vishnu did tapas towards Paramashiva, and Paramashiva gave Sudarshana Chakra for Vishnu to protect this creation. And once Daksha, the Brahma's son, did tapas towards Vishnu and got the boon, Vishnu should protect him forever. Vishnu also gave the boon. And unfortunately, Daksha messed up with Paramashiva directly in the issue of Sati, means his daughter, Daksha's daughter Sati. She wanted to be with Paramashiva, but Daksha had his own opinions and he is so highly opinionated due to his ego and arrogance, and he tried to fight with Paramashiva, and that stupid things were going on, and in his extreme attachment for his daughter, he started going against Paramashiva, but finally he went against his own daughter. That is the delusion and the blind spots. When you create a delusion and delusion-based anger and violence, it will not be directed only towards your enemy. It will be directed even towards the people whom you love, and finally it will direct itself towards you, and it's like a suicide. That is why the blind spot centric arrogance, the delusion based arrogance and violence is always not just murderous, it is suicidal. So this guy Daksha got into that mess. And again I wanted to tell you all, based on this story which I am narrating, don't try to underestimate Daksha also. He is surely far higher than you. So these are the stories from the different plane. So remember that and learn only the truth. Learn the truth that you should not get into the deluded arrogance and deluded violence and deluded vengeance. Learn the truth and don't try to judge Daksha. Anyhow. So this Daksha did a yajna, disrespecting Paramashiva without offering the offerings to Paramashiva. Sati came directly, Parashakti came directly to teach lesson to Daksha, but unfortunately Daksha not only did not listen. See, when your deluded arrogance and anger is directed towards Paramashiva, then naturally it destroys you. So this fellow is extreme attachment to his daughter. He developed anger towards Paramashiva. Finally, that same anger, due to his delusion, he directed it towards his own daughter, for whom he developed anger towards Paramashiva. And then finally that anger destroyed him. He directed that same anger on Sati, and Sati just gave the body back, the body given by Daksha. She just threw it back, because Daksha prayed to Devi Parashakti and begged for Parashakti to come down as his daughter. But the fool has forgotten. He brought Parashakti herself as his daughter, and he became deluded. Anyhow, you all know the story that she gave up the body Daksha gave and showed her original form of Dasamahavidya, that she is Parashakti. And then Paramashiva manifested as Veerabhadra to come and teach a lesson to this Daksha's arrogance. Vishnu is caught because he gave a commitment to Daksha. He gave a word to Daksha that he will protect Daksha forever. He has to maintain his integrity. So, when Paramashiva came directly to finish the Daksha Yajna in the form of Veerabhadra and Daksha, to teach lesson to the Daksha and Daksha's, to remove Daksha's arrogance, Vishnu saw what can be done. One side, my integrity, my commitment to my disciples, my devotees, that I have given a word. I will protect him forever. Other side, Paramashiva. What to do? He decided, okay, let me try my best to keep my words. With all Paramashiva gave me. So he took the Sudarshana Chakra and said, Paramashiva, this is the greatest weapon you gave me to protect this creation. And I have given a word to this fellow, Daksha, that I have to protect him. Because I gave a word, I will protect him forever. My maximum capacity to protect is Sudarshana Chakra. Now I am sending this towards you to protect my integrity, to keep my integrity. So he sends the chakra towards Paramashiva. Simply one of that Brahma Kapala, which Paramashiva was wearing, that Kapala just swallowed that Sudarshana Chakra. Like a murku. And if you know the Indian snack murku, how you grab the murku and smash in your mouth. Same way, one of the Brahma Kapala Paramashiva was wearing, it just grabbed that Sudarshana Chakra and bak over and kept it under his teeth. And then Vishnu looked at Daksha and said, see, my maximum capacity is my Sudarshana Chakra. I have sent that. So I have tried everything possible by me to keep my words, to protect you. Now, nothing more can be done. And he returned to Vaikuntha. He went back to Vaikuntha. And of course, you all know the story that Veerabhadra came and cut the head of Daksha to teach lesson and remove his arrogance. Then Daksha's wife comes and cries to Mahadeva and prays to Mahadeva. And Mahadeva says, I am not against him. I am only against his arrogance. So, he is not my enemy. Only the part of his arrogance is need to be removed. The arrogance need to be taught a lesson. So, he removes the cancer and gives him back a different head, a goat head, and gives life to Daksha. This story has a very deep significance. Women's Muladhara Chakra, man's Sahasrara Chakra. This too is the source for a child to manifest. So, it is this fellow's arrogance, from that biomemory, Sati's body also had one component. That is the reason Sati gave up that very body. So naturally, if his head is punished, that is enough. He doesn't need to lose life. You all need to know, life is prior to body and it will continue to exist even after body. The beauty of studying Hindu Puranas, it is not just history, it is principled, philosophically defined, real history. All of you need to know. That is why only if you understand the philosophy, you will understand Hindu histories are far more true, factual, real, right than the so-called modern human histories. So-called modern human histories. So if you study even one Purana, you will understand all the major cosmic principles and truths completely. It's a very powerful revelation, very powerful truth. So Paramashiva just removes only the tumor, gives life back to him with a goat head, and the story goes. All this is okay. But in this whole drama, Vishnu lost chakra. His Sudarshana chakra. Now, how he will protect the world? He has to protect the world, his devotees. There are so many things need to be done, which is dependent on his Sudarshana chakra. Then he prays to Paramashiva, starts meditating again, doing tapas. Mahadeva, please give that Sudarshana chakra back. I have to maintain this universe. I have to protect this universe as per your order. Because you ordained me to protect this universe. In this, I got into the mess by giving a commitment to Daksha. I never imagined this fool will go against you and create a mess for me also. It is extremely stupid. So Kalabhairava appears and asks Vishnu, come on, tell me, what do you want? Vishnu says, give me that Sudarshana chakra back. And Mahadeva just looked on the skull garlands he was wearing. Hey, where is that Sudarshana chakra? Who is having? One skull said, I'm only having it, it's in my teeth. I just grabbed it because I was the nearest one. When the chakra was coming, I just grabbed it and it's in my teeth. And Mahadeva says, hey, give it back to him. That Brahmakapala said, Mahadeva, I am ready to give now because I always obey your order. Immediately I'll give it back. But I want him to do completion. How dare he sends his Sudarshana chakra towards you? Let him reenact how he did it. Then I'll give it back. In Sati's whole existence, the deep devotion of mother, but the arrogance of the father, both got into her system. The muscle memory of the deep devotion of mother made her fall in love with Paramashiva, but the arrogance strain came from father's biomemory. That made even Sati disobey Mahadeva and come from Kailasa to Mayapur. Mayapuri is the present day Haridwar, to teach lesson to Daksha. Mahadeva told, hey, he will not listen. She should have obeyed Mahadeva's strategy. But the strain of Daksha, because of Daksha's own biomemory, she thought she can teach a lesson to Daksha. She taught a lesson in a different way, but anyhow, understand the story, whatever has happened. And listen carefully. With Guru, life, death, everything is great. Without Guru, life, death, nothing is right. Whoever decides life or death, it is only with Guru, lives enlightened and leaves to the vertical zone to be immortal forever. There is no death. As per the Hindu tradition, I should say as per the reality, time is also a matter, subtle but matter. If you can handle your hand, you can handle your brain. If you can handle your brain, you can handle your mind. If you can handle your mind, you can handle time. Subtle but matter. Time is matter. It's not consciousness. So consciousness can handle matter. Consciousness can handle matter. Understand these 5 dimensions: length, breadth, depth, time, space. Modern day scientists are trying to separate time and space, but ancient Vedic scientists, our masters, have always mentioned time and space more or less as a one. There's no watertight compartment between time and space. So, anyhow, I'll try to explain in your logic, the logic which you understand that way. So, listen. When a breath dimension manifests, it just swallows the length. Length loses all its qualities when it is taken over by the breath. I tell you, when I was swallowed by Arunagiri Yogeshwara, I lost all my individual identity and qualities and quantity, everything. Just Paramashiva swallowed me and he became me. And I am happy about it. I welcomed it and I enjoyed it and I am enjoying it even now. And I am so happy I took the decision of offering me to Paramashiva for him to digest me into him. Like how big fish swallows the small fish. Big snakes swallows the small snake. How my Guru Paramashiva just swallowed me and digested me into him. Same way, higher dimensions just swallows the lower dimension. When breath manifests, it just swallows the length. When depth manifests, it swallows the breadth and length both. When time manifests, it swallows length, breadth, depth, all three. When space manifests, it swallows time, length, breadth, depth, all four. When consciousness manifests, it swallows all. Length, breadth, depth, time, space, all. I am telling you, you have consciousness which can just swallow the time. You can apply this science very practically in your day-to-day life. You can make it into reality. Anything which you think may happen in future, for example, you are working 8 hours a day. In the same way, if you work, you will make $1 million in 2 years. But if you consciously apply your will persistence, infuse that in your day-to-day activity, the 2-year time will be drastically reduced to 2 months, 2 weeks, sometimes even 2 days. That is what I call power manifestation. And it is not something difficult. Understand? You have been empowered, hardwired with consciousness. Without consciousness, your body cannot function. Understand that. If you are able to convert blood into blood, be very clear, you have consciousness. All the mechanisms, spare parts, hardware, software, everything needed for a consciousness to function, manifest itself, if only that is available end to end, the inhaling comes out as exhaling and blood gets converted into blood. If all this is happening in you, even with the difficulty, be very clear, you have consciousness. You just need to decide not to have the fear about the struggle and failures. Treat that struggle and failures very cheaply. Don't be afraid of it. Now, first understand this one thing. Stop being terrorized, frightened about your struggles and failures. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower. You will not empower your depression, your frustration. Listen, the power your depression has over you is you thinking how many ever times I try to stop this depression, I am not able to, I am failing, I am again and again falling into this depression. This thought empowers your depression. Any pattern you have, you giving up first is the power that pattern gains. Listen, understand this. It's a very subtle trigger you go through. Anyone allows this trigger to become a lifestyle, you become the serial offender of consciousness. If you say, oh God, I struggled so many times with my depression, I am not able to keep up, I give up. This thought will make depression as a lifestyle for you. Stop getting tired. Stop getting bullied by your failures. Yes, till yesterday you failed. That does not mean today you are going to fail again. You are going to do it. What is there? Till yesterday I failed. Okay. So today I have a chance. Either I will be successful or failure, same as yesterday. So there is nothing to lose. That's all. Look at that from this angle. Deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't go for any other solution. Now listen. If you are already successful, then there is a danger of losing something which you gained through your success. But you already failed, then there is nothing to lose. Have guts, courage. Beggar has nothing to lose. If already you have failed multiple times, then there's nothing to lose. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. A powerful conscious will persistence. Your consciousness as power. At this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all the incompletions, struggles, frustrations, failures, depressions, all negativity and all toxins. Listen. Sit with your life situations. Don't avoid. Decide to pour conscious solution. Decide to be intense in every activity. Everything you need, knowledge, cosmic support in the form of intelligence, resources, blessings, energy, all is available. Hey, listen. All is available. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am not helping you in positive thinking. No. Thinking itself is a shit. What is there in positive thinking? Listen. I am triggering your consciousness. I am triggering your consciousness. Look into your life. Listen to this. Time itself is nothing but your decision to be lazy, arrogant, stupid, and struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is Kala. Your decision to swallow the time and all the struggles, frustrations, failures, everything is Kala Bhairava. Whether in the health level or in the mind level, thinking level, conscious level, don't struggle with the same problem second time. Don't be a cheap stupid to struggle with the same pattern second day. Hey, once you struggled with one pattern, that's okay, enough. Why will you do the same struggle second time? I always tell my disciples, at least don't do the same mistake again and again. Even if you decide that much, that's enough. Because you are not that creative to do new mistakes. If you decide not to do same mistake again, you will not do any mistakes. In few days, you will exhaust all mistakes. You will not be able to creatively find new problems. You are not that creative. I trust your ability and I know you. You are not that creative to come up with new problems. So listen. Listen carefully. If you decide to break even one pattern, one struggle, one frustration, one failure, you reduce the time drastically. 1 million per 2 year, it reduces into 1 million in 2 months. Listen. I'm talking in the angle of money because only that you understand. You can apply this in the angle of health, in the angle of anything. Day-to-day life, relationships, career, in every level, business. When you decide not to get frustrated about your frustration, not to be failed by your failures, not to be depressed by your depression, when you outsmart your repetitive thought currents are time. Time has nothing to do with chronology. Listen. Only an ordinary worker who gets up, goes to office morning 8 o'clock and works like an ordinary worker is bound by the chronological time. 99% of you, at least my devotees, my disciples who are following me, who have become economically independent, self-sufficient, who are boss, your own boss, who made your own life, you all don't live actually in chronological time. You all live in psychological time. Chronological time is used only for 1 or 2 meetings with outsiders, Boloka people, planet Earth. For that, you may need chronological time. But you don't exist and live in chronological time. See, once you are self-sufficient, you are your own boss, you have your time, your life for yourself. You don't live in chronological time. You live in psychological time. Psychological time is nothing but the rut of mental patterns. Somebody asked Swamiji, in Ramayana there is a story. Ahalya was cursed to be a stone for ages. Was she really for millions of years lived as a stone? Listen, if you decide not to break your depression, the millions of years chronological time, you will be in depression. But the moment you decide to break that pattern, you just swallow the whole millions of years and wake up now. The feat of Sri Ramachandra triggered so much of joy, life positivity, clarity, love in her. She just decided to get out of the depression state. Understand? She just decided to get out of the depression state. That's all. Now, I'll give you just 2-3 minutes. Take a paper and pen and try to pen down what is the major patterns with which you are struggling now, today. You don't need to list from your birth. Now, immediately if you open your eyes, who are the enemies you are seeing in front of your eyes other than your spouse? Other than your spouse, you will be seeing some enemies in front of you. The internal enemies. List them. I'll initiate you. To demolish this concept of time through your consciousness. You can just collapse the time and swallow it inside. You are empowered conscious. Don't decide to fast forward life. Decide to swallow time. Listen. Listen. I'm repeating. Now decide to bulldoze your laziness. Be ferocious with your self-depressing, self-detaining doubts and patterns. Load yourself with more commitment, more responsibility, more activism. Bulldoze your laziness and commit. Tomorrow onwards, I'm going to do the yoga. And after 1 week, if you feel nothing wrong, don't worry. Again, I'll come to satsang and scream at you and force you to do the yoga. See, as long as you have me as your guru, as long as the Kantamala is there in your neck, don't worry. What I will do, I don't know, but I'll get you enlightened. I'll make you manifest Paramashivatva. Only if you remove that, then after that, it's your life. As long as you have that, your commitment to me, I know what to do with you. I can outsmart all your patterns because I have outsmarted all my patterns. I can easily outsmart your patterns. Time is nothing but a cheap struggle with the same cheap patterns. You know, you get constipated with certain food, but you eat the same shit. That's what I call getting stuck in time in the level of health. Breaking from that, liberating yourself saves time. I tell you, if you save time by reducing the wastage of time in your life, even in 1 or 2 small things, Paramashiva then supports and saves you time without wasting it in your enlightenment manifestation, power manifestation. I tell you, the patterns with which you struggle gets documented in your kidney, in your intestine. When you break the patterns, again, that freedom gets documented in your kidney and in your intestine. Even they start supporting you. When you break the pattern of worrying, your digestion will suddenly improve. The detox happening in your body will suddenly improve. The time you experience is just a mixture of your tiredness, laziness, repetitive stupidity. Tiredness, laziness, repetitive stupidity. Swallow it with your consciousness. I empower you. I'll swallow it for you. Clean it up. Make the fresh Satya Sankalpas. Form a new life. Whether your decision to do yoga and puja, temple volunteering, or your business, your work, your career, your health, your career, in everything. Take the load and be active and make powerful decisions. Even if it looks little impractical, as if you lived your whole life practical or what. Impractical in the direction of life positivity is okay. Even if you fail. You can get up and you will learn the habit of trying again and again. And proceed. Progress. Understand only this one concept. Catch the time. Time is a matter. All of you understand? Time is a matter. So anything matter can be caught, is it not? So you have a mind. After all, your mind is also a matter. So with the matter mind, catch the time. What is this? We know he is crazy. But now it is going overboard. Understand? Very subtle part of you trying to catch the cosmos. See, subtlest part of you is your mind. Subtlest part of the, I can say, grossest part of the cosmos is time. These two are very close to each other. Subtlest part of you is mind. Grossest part of cosmos is time. If you try to catch with the subtle part of you, the gross part of cosmos, you will catch it. Understand what I am saying? I'll give you exact technique. Sit. Whenever thought comes, say no. Thought means past or future. No. I have to catch the time now. Then for a few seconds, it will be just like kind of a silent to do. No, I want to catch time. It will not be like unclutching. Don't think it's like unclutching. No, it's not like unclutching. Meditating on time. It's like a kala dhyana. How is time happening in me? What is time? What is time? What is time? See, if you keep this towel in a vacuum box for 10 years, after that 10 years, vacuum box means nothing has worked on it. Try to take out this towel, it will be piece. It will be just a piece. Then what has worked on it? It's after all in a vacuum box, vacuum tube. There's no oxygen, there's no air, not even air has touched the towel. Why it has become old? Why it got toned? It will be just bit by bit, piece by piece. Means time has worked on it. Time has worked on it. Same way, time works on your body. Understand? Continuously, the wear and tear on your body is happening because of time. So now, say, that guy who is working on me and making me old every moment, I want to catch him. That thing which is working on me, making me old every moment. Nobody wants to get old. But somebody is making you old. Who is that guy? Catch him. Time is the guy. Time is the guy who is making you old. See, you can touch time only in the present moment. You understand? You can't catch time in the past, already gone. You can't catch it in the future, not yet came. You can catch time only in the present. But I am not saying you to live in present moment to moment. No. Living moment to moment is impossible. It never happens. I am telling you, catch time with your mind. See, your mind is nothing but the small edge of awareness you have about this moment. That's your mind. Because anything else is a thought. See, it's like how a blind person reads a Braille book. Braille book is there. He puts his finger and goes on reading. The fingertip is the mind. Same way for you. The whole world is there. All thoughts are there. The small tool with which you are reading all those thoughts is mind. All of you understand? The small tip of awareness you have, with which you are reading all these thoughts, scanning, understanding, classifying, reinsisting, revisiting, reinventing, all the thoughts, that small tip, that awareness is mind. So have that awareness in your control and try to catch time. Try to pin time. Time is the thief who steals the physical health, mental health, and spiritual well-being from us. Physical health, of course, all of you know, more you get aged, you will be getting aged and all the disease, all the difficulties, all the problems. So you know the physical level. Physical level I don't say much, and you know mental level. How the time steals our peace, how the time makes us stressful, how the concept of time leads us to stress. Few concepts I'll present first, then we'll analyze. First thing, there are two things called chronological time and psychological time. Chronological time, you know, based on your clock, it just moves. You know the quantity of second, minute, or hour, or a day, everything you know, chronological, based on your watch, based on your clock. Another one is psychological. In India, we say time is measured by the word shana. Shana does not mean second. It means the gap between one thought and the other thought. The gap between one thought and the other thought. If you can understand this one concept, time, you can just be liberated from stress. You can simply enter into the stress-free life, because all our stress is just internalizing the chronological time without understanding. For inner world, there is a different concept of time. Actually, for outer world, there is a different concept of time. For inner world, there is a different concept of time. When we try to internalize the outer world time, we create stress in our being. Stress is nothing but internalizing the outer world time. Let us see a little deeper how we can escape from it. Actually, when I first presented this theory to a group of corporate people in India, I told them, without any technique, without any meditation or yoga or any stress management techniques, you can liberate yourself from stress. They were shocked. They said, it looks too good to be true, Swamiji. They said that this is the word they used, too good to be true. But after undergoing the program, they said, sure, yes, simply it happens. Because you don't need to do anything. If the problem is just mental blockage, almost all our stress is nothing but just a mental blockage. Misunderstanding or trying to internalize which can't be internalized. Misunderstanding between the chronological time and psychological time. Chronological time is your routine. You know, by seeing the watch, you know the time. What time you are supposed to get up and what time you are supposed to walk and what time you are supposed to come to the office and what time you are supposed to do this. You have a routine, fixed routine. Psychological time, that is what we are supposed to now analyze. It is a gap between one thought and the other thought. Shana is measured as a gap between one thought and the other thought. For example, if you are sitting with your friend who is very close to you, with whom you feel very comfortable, you will be sitting hours together and you will not even understand the time is passing. Suddenly you will realize and say, oh, so many hours passed. Suddenly you wake up and you say, so many hours have passed. I don't know how. And if you are sitting with somebody who is boring, dull, dead, for every 10 minutes you see the watch. Because the time never moves. More the number of thoughts, more you feel time is not moving. Less the number of thoughts, you feel more relaxed, more stress-free. Your mind, your being, again and again remembers about the time. Again and again the thought about the time comes to you. If the number of thoughts is more, I'll put it in the other way. more you think about the time, more you are stressed. The more you are stressed, less your efficiency. Less your efficiency, you will not be able to finish the goal, the target. And again, little more stress. Little more stress, little less efficiency. Again, you will miss the target. The moment you miss the target, little more stress. We are traveling in a vicious circle, reducing our intelligence, skills, and capacity just because we are again and again and again remembering the time, even if you don't want. People come and tell me, I understand, Swamiji. I know for no reason I bother. I know I have enough time to finish my target. And I know I can finish it. But again and again, I start worrying about it. I just get stressed out. One more thing. Getting stressed out not only affects your mind, it touches your body also. Don't think that getting stressed out is just a mental problem. It's straight away connected to your body. For example, sit in your office and just start thinking or worrying about the problems. Don't do any work. Just if you get stressed out, for half an hour, you will have a shoulder pain. Straight away, immediately you will have a shoulder pain. How many of you have experienced? You get stressed out. You don't have to do any work. Just sit and worry or think about your target or the time which you are supposed to finish. You will have a shoulder pain. Straight away, your stress is related to your health. So getting stressed does not mean only physically you are disturbed, only mentally you are disturbed. It's a disease, even at the physical level. People come and tell me, Swamiji, I know that I should not bother. I know the wrong things, but again and again I get stressed out. I don't know why. Why you get stressed out again and again? Because again and again you are reminded about time. The concept of time again and again comes to you. The more number of thoughts, more time you will be remembered or you will be reminded about the time. The less number of thoughts, if you can bring down the number of thoughts, you will neither know days passing nor know the life moving. That's a beautiful philosophy which was practiced in India in the ancient time, of course. Now much is lost. Reversing the aging process. They call it Kayakalpa. It's called Kayakalpa. Reversing the aging process means according to their philosophy, they say the more the years pass, you should become more healthy because your body and mind is now trained how to live in the world. Now you are mature. See, according to your usual logic, in anything you are trained, you are supposed to become master of that art. If you are trained to driving, you are supposed to master the art and you are supposed to drive without any effort. Whom you call as a perfect driver? A man who drives without any effort is a right driver, as a perfect driver. You trust him and you say he has learned the driving. Same way, the more the years pass, you master the art of living in this world. Your body and mind is ready to live in this world. So they say, the more the years pass, you are supposed to reverse the aging process. You are not supposed to fall sick. Because now you know the techniques to live in the world. You are not supposed to have stress. Because now you know the techniques to live in this world. You know the logic of this world. The more you grow old, more you are supposed to become intelligent, healthy, and spontaneous. What has happened? Where we missed this point? It's just because the more number of thoughts, again and again you are reminded about the chronological time. Where is time? There is no such thing as time exists. Sun rises and falls, moon rises and falls, body rises and falls. That's all. Where is time? What is the definition of a day? It is not existential reality. A day is not a day as you think. It is the definition you created, which the whole world has accepted non-controversially. See, any definition accepted non-controversially by the world does not become existential reality. It's a taught fact. If all of us sit together and pass certain resolution, let there not be any tsunami anymore on the planet Earth, you think it is going to become existential reality? At the most, it can become a country law. That's all. Or at the most, it can become a law in all the places where the human beings are living. But not more than that. Time is the root cause of all sufferings. I tell you, realize this one truth and decide not to bend for anything. Actually, when I realized, oh God, there is no time, then why should I be running around, running behind this society which is based on time? I just declared my freedom. Courage, even to let go. The body came to me only when I realized there is no such thing as time. Understand? Unless you get into the space of courage to let go even the time, even the body. Please understand, death is not a big punishment or suffering for human beings. The biggest suffering is many of the things which you thought as your resources dying, disappearing while you are alive. When you have the guts to face that suffering, you are liberated. That guts happened in me when I realized there is no such thing as time. I just realized, oh God, there is no such thing as time. It's a man-made myth. Time is a man-made myth. Wow, you don't need to go to mission office. Actually, if you declare time is a myth, you don't need to come to mission office. I will not ask you to come. I will send food to your room. It is just an integrated decision. Not only that, you will not be bothered whether food will come to my room or not. Because when I declared time is a myth, I did not expect anybody to send food for me. I just stepped out of the society, stepped out of my own body. What society? My own body. I said, relax. Now, sun rises and falls. Moon rises and falls. Universe moves. Bodies rise and fall. Over. What a foolish myth we created, bound ourselves. Time is the ultimate lie taught to human civilization. We should get back to bell-based routine in our schools, so that nowhere a watch, clock, alarm, timepiece, anything is displayed or allowed to be used. Kids should forget about time. All they should know is, sun has arisen, I am in the human body, let me get up. Sun has set, I am in the human body, let me lie down. That's all. Body should flow with the tamas, which is stored in biomemory, rajas, which is stored in biomemory, sattva, which is stored in biomemory. Life is for living. Reality is for living. It is not for destroying. Liberating yourself from one of the greatest myths called time is the ultimate liberation. Patanjali says, Sarvata, Sarvam, Sarvata, from all and beyond. Let me translate this word, Sarvam and Sarvata. Sarva Vishayam, all and everything, Sarvata, in all ways. Let me exactly reveal the sacred secret. Being an external to all the happenings of your internal is what I mean by being liberated from time. Please understand. Being external to all the happenings of your internal. Being external to all the happenings of your internal means whatever you consider as the internal happening. The concept of time, stress created by time, strengths of your body and mind, weaknesses of your body and mind, the ideas you carry about your consciousness, including the experience you have about consciousness. All internal, when it is experienced as external, you are beyond time. Meditate on this one sacred secret. Live it. Live. Live this sutra. Live this one sacred secret. Whatever you think as internal should become external to you. Living in such an observation, all internal is external for you. The more and more internal things become external for you, the more you are grown spiritually. Understand? Inside, if there are 100 things, for somebody 20 things may become external. Means initially your body will become external for you. Yes, this is not me. Then your prana, air circulation will become external for you. This is not me. Then mental thoughts will become external for you. This is not me. But initially all these will be internal for you. Then emotions. Oh, this is not me. Life is continuous expansion. If you think it is in length and breadth, depth expansion, you will feel like a universe is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. So more choices means you are growing more. No. Actual expansion is not in the size shape, but in the frequency of consciousness, depth of existence. Don't think universe is like a egg and slowly becoming like a pumpkin. No. Let me repeat. The expansion, continuous expansion of the universe is not like egg becoming pumpkin. It's like egg becoming hen. If you start operating from the powerful cognitions, the kind of order you will evolve in your economic principles, in your caring, sharing principles, in your relationship values, in your health, the mental setup, the jealousy, ups and downs, in all this you will evolve kind of a beautiful order. Neither ruling nor ruled, neither arrogant nor humble. You will evolve such powerful order if you start operating from these powerful cognitions. I request and recommend strongly all of you start operating, manifesting more and more powerful cognitions which raises the depth of existence, which gives you the taste of real freedom. I tell you, If you have 100 acre, again you will feel just the next 20 acre, if I add, it will be really wonderful. And if you have 200 acre, instead of 20 acre, 100 more acre comes to you. 200 acre, again you will be standing near the fence. Can I make just 100 more acre? It will be really 300 acre, amazing. More than my father. My father had only 275. If I have 300, I'll cross my father's number. If suddenly you have instead of 300, 500, again you will be standing in the fence only. Standing near the fence and looking at the other side of the fence and thinking you should have that is a simple, stupid human behavior. Understand, by nature, whether you own 10 acre or 10,000 acre, you will be looking the other side of the fence, standing near the fence. How can I make this fence larger? That is not freedom. Operating from powerful cognitions and increasing the depth of your frequency, the way you exist is freedom. Realizing your ups and downs does not decide your life.
If we raise the frequency of the consciousness in us, which is possible, understand? It is possible. Raising the frequency of consciousness does not mean practicing certain habits, ideas, concepts. No. When the superconscious breakthrough happens in you, you completely build a new body, new mind, new consciousness, new cognitions. Listen. Consciousness is the I-ness you experience throughout your life. It's bigger than what you are seeing around you. For example, you see a building 100 feet tall. You think 10 times bigger, 1000 feet tall. It's a growth. But suddenly you start imagining 25,000 feet tall. That is not growth. That is breakthrough. Imagining which cannot be imagined is breakthrough. Consciousness. I tell you, purpose of human existence is manifesting higher frequency of consciousness. Do not cognize, celebrate, enjoy, entertain anything related to your capabilities of length, breadth, depth. Let your identity be established. Cherish, play, enjoy, celebrate your capacities of the space. From space, what you can manifest, celebrate yourself based on that. Those capacities only will be with you forever, even if the body and mind is taken away from you. Manifest the space. Celebrate your capabilities based on your power manifesting abilities and space. Power manifesting capabilities. Power manifesting abilities comes from space and understand you are that. You are that, nothing else. The first component I wanted to introduce is matter, the physical reality. The second component is the mind, the internal process which happens in you about the physical reality. The third is buddhi, which responds or decides, gives instruction how to react and respond to the mind and the matter. That is buddhi, intelligence. The intelligence operates based on the cognitions you carry. Those cognitions respond through the mind and relates with the matter. Let me repeat. Buddhi, intelligence. Buddhi, intelligence, gives commands, gives instructions. To mind, and through the mind relates with the matter, physical reality. The fourth component is pure consciousness. We call it Paramashiva, Parabrahma, whatever name you want to use. Understand these four truths. Jata, physical reality, matter. Second, mind, which process ideas, perceptions about the matter. Third, intelligence, buddhi, which gives commands. About the mind and the matter. The fourth is pure consciousness. If the influence of consciousness in your life increases more and more, if the intensity of the consciousness increases in your life more and more, you raise to higher and higher zones. When you experience 100% pure consciousness, only pure consciousness, there is no matter. The influence of matter, influence of mind, influence of intelligence, all these are just 0, 0, 0. Zero influence of matter in your life. Jata has no impact on your life. Mind has no impact on your life. Intelligence has no impact on your life.
Your whole life is pure consciousness, 100%. Then you are in the Kailasa zone. The Kailasa time zone. Highest in the vertical time zone is Kailasa.
Living enlightenment means vibrating in the frequency of the cosmic constitution, cosmic truths, universal truths, reverberating with the principles of the universal truths. You need to understand when the universal truths become the source cognitions for you, when you start reverberating with the universal truths, cosmic constitution, the ultimate cognitions, Paramasatyas, Paramashivas Satyas. It is literally like an elephant entering into a hut. Paramashiva enters into your ignorance and shatters it. Understand how a small hut will be shattered if an elephant enters into it. Same way, when Paramashiva enters into your cognitions, the way you operate. Cognition means whatever you cognize as a life, good, bad, right, wrong, goal, obstacle, what should be done, what should not be done, how much you can do, all these cognitions you have. That is the fundamental decision-making mechanism of your life. I call that as a buddhi. Understand? I wanted to tell you one more thing. You always want to get up early morning in Brahma Muhurta and do yoga, but you are not able to do. You are failing again and again. In this, whatever cognition creates the tiredness and laziness and not allows you to do morning yoga in Brahma Muhurta, that is what is your buddhi as on now. Buddhi is the cognition with which you are functioning as on now. If powerful cognitions are infused into it, and I tell you one good news, whenever a powerful cognition comes, you don't even need to struggle. Suddenly you will find the way. You will find the way to detoxify your body. Listen. When powerful cognitions enters into your buddhi and you decide, I have to wake up at Brahma Muhurta, in Brahma Muhurta, and do the yoga. When you decide that powerful cognition, listen carefully. When you do that powerful cognition, the source, the buddhi in you attracts right, easy, simple, doable methods. Suddenly, some way you will start seeing body gets detoxified, mind gets complete, and morning waking up during Brahma Muhurta becomes your simple lifestyle. Anything which happens as a natural flow, spontaneous flow in your life is powerful cognition in you. Powerful cognition never struggles. That is the law of life. If there is a struggle, some part of you is not having powerful cognition.
I tell you, whole day what is the thought current with which you are romancing, that will be the frequency of you. If you are romancing with the thought current of worrying, naturally you will attract, If you are romancing with the thought current of Upanishads, if you are romancing with the thought currents of Upanishad, your very frequency will become different. Seeking the source of the whole, that is the thought current. Kena Upanishad is keeping it alive. When you read this Upanishad, romancing with that thought current, understand I am using the word romancing with that thought current, not whatever I enjoyed automatically got recorded inside me. Whatever I did not, never I bothered about remembering it. So now I am not asking you to think, contemplate, meditate on this thought current. I am asking you, romance with this thought current. What is it? What must be the source? Not just because I said, but sincerely trying to catch the answer. Catch the answer.
With all my integrity to my Guru Parampara and to the absolute truth, constant prayer, talking to Paramashiva, raises the very intensity and frequency of your consciousness. Talking to Paramashiva may evolve multiple stages, sometimes initially, like a friend. You can talk to him and tell all your problems, confusions, expect him to absolutely support you. And then you will see, yes, he supports you intensely and sometimes very mildly but politely slips few powerful cognitions in you and says, don't you see that we should be little practical and do things practically? Then slowly, more powerful cognitions. Then you will see, before even delusion starts, he will clear it with intense, powerful cognitions. And there will be one time you will even forget that you existed as normal human being. If you talk to Paramashiva, higher existence in you, continuously the powerful cognitions will start leaking inside you. Understand?
Initially, it will be like a trickling only. From Paramashiva, one or two powerful cognitions will trickle. If you are worried about losing some object, losing some status, losing some persons, or losing health, or whatever, or you want to have something, when you start talking to Paramashiva, the powerful cognitions will start trickling in. Initially, you will doubt, suspect the trickling powerful cognitions. Is it really from Paramashiva or is it from me, my own? From my own confused mind. You may have doubt. Don't worry. Talk about that also to Paramashiva. Paramashiva, is it really you talking? Or I myself talking on behalf of you? Can you show me some sign that it's only you talking? Nothing wrong. Go on, go on. I tell you, no prayer goes waste. No prayer goes waste. Continuously he responds. Sometime in the language you understand, sometime the language you can experience, understand? Sometimes he responds to the language you can understand verbally. Sometimes he responds as the experience inside, a deep peace, coming to terms with the reality. Paramashanta Swarupa, the courage and confidence you feel, powerfulness you feel, all these are responses from Paramashiva. Understand? It's not that all the time he will appear and say, "Oh, my son, my dear son, this is the answer for your question." Don't expect that all the time. Sometimes he just oozes out the response as the experience to you.
I am not concerned about this alcohol and non-veg and all this from any moral sense. Understand? I am concerned about all these because they reduce the frequency of your consciousness. That is where the whole problem is. The ability to grasp life, ability to involve life in life.
Nithyananda, that was a powerful series of revelations. Swamiji explained to us the importance of higher frequency, how to break free from time, how to collapse time to consciousness, and extremely powerful revelations one after another. How was it for each of you? How did you enjoy today's sessions? How many of you clicked with new things? Please take a moment and share it with us. Purushananda has posted, wow, I needed to hear that for so long. I was waiting for masters to say that for a long time. Wonderful. Erikus, each one of you, take a few minutes and please share with us. Ma Maria Kalina has posted, very powerful day. That's wonderful. Glad that you loved it, Ma. Thank you so much. I request every single participant here to please take a few minutes, share with us how was today's day. Did you enjoy it? How was it for you today? Ma Parameshwari Krishnan, Ma Susan Solander, Ma Natalie, Ma Teresa. Take a few minutes, please share with us. How was it? Actually, something that I really love, I really enjoy is the series of powerful cognition after cognition that Swamiji just gives, and like our whole inner space will be just filled with what Swamiji said, and you're going to just go back, rest. You won't even sleep. Actually, directly enter into samadhi state because these words are going to be inside you. And like actually, every program, every time we listen to this videos, it's like each time we learn something new, new and new. So it's really, when we learned a lot today, it was very, very, very powerful.
And what Swamiji has gifted us today is one of the most important truths for us to understand to lift our frequency to the highest existence. And tomorrow, we're all going to be learning about how you can achieve Paramashanta Swarupa, the space where you do not need anxiety, you do not need anger, you do not need insecurity, you do not need any of this. A space where it is pure bliss, peace based bliss, peace based power, peace based relationships, peace based life. Tomorrow we are going to be learning about it, and we're going to have an amazing initiation. Do not miss. Please join us tomorrow. And we thank every one of you for joining with us here today. We welcome all of you to please join with us tomorrow to receive the further gifts and initiations. This brings us all to the conclusion of our day today, and let us conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.